about financial assistance. Take about 7 days with all that work. That's the lesser one. Here's the greater one.
You said Monday for that?
That's a Monday. Huh? 4 pennies on Monday. Take 4 pennies, 16 pennies. Put 4 pennies on that corner, 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 and ask Elegba. E-L-E-B-A. Wait, no. E-L-G-B-A. Legba. For financial lead or financial assistance. That's one of them. This is now here's one for some real deal money. Well, not $1 million, just to really get you out of a scrape. You get you 2 pieces of parchment paper. 2 pieces of parchment paper. Okay? You get you a pink candle.
Pink?
Pink. Preferably 7 day. You know, that's the ones in the glass. But anyone will do.
It's a 7 day.
7-day candle. Get you pink candle. Now, first of all, they get this. They go to Haiti and they get this ritual. They go in and they come take it back to the United States. Charge the people $100 to get in. Serve them some food. Give them the ritual and they go home and do it. But I'm giving you shit for free. Because the woman paid $100 and they called me the next day and gave it to me. So I figured she gave it to me for free. I had to give it to you for free. So you're getting a pink candle, 2 pieces of parchment paper. Okay? You're going to get a white paper bag. You know, in a little white paper bag. Get you a white paper bag. Get you a piece of string. Get you a piece of string. It could be a shoestring. It doesn't matter. Okay. A shoestring. And you're going to get a plate. White plate. Okay. You're going to get a white plate. All right. And you're going to get some honey. All right. Take 1 piece of parchment paper and you put it inside of the plate. On the plate. You get the plate. You take 1 piece of parchment paper. But before you put the parchment paper on the plate, you're going to write on the parchment paper, at the top of the paper, this word, I want to spell it, E-R-Z-U-L-I-E. Erzuli. E-R-Z-U-L-I-E. Erzuli. That's Hathor or Isis in another thing. That's Oshun in what you call it, but Erzuli. Just write Erzuli. Just write Erzuli. Because it's Haitian, so it's Vaudun, so just as they were, so you know. Write Erzuli at the top of the paper. Okay. Then you're going to write on one, you're going to write Erzuli on 1 piece of paper. You're going to write Erzuli on the other piece of parchment paper. Then you're going to write out what you need financially on 1 sheet of paper. And you're going to write identical on what you need financially on the other sheet of paper. Okay? You're going to take 1 sheet of paper with the Erzuli at the top and what you need financially. You're going to take it and you're going to put it on a plate. Then you're going to take some honey and you're going to pour on top of that paper, on the plate. You're going to take that thing and you're going to put that plate on the table like this. You're going to take a string, you're going to take the other piece of parchment paper and you're going to put inside the white paper bag.
You going to tie it up and then put it in the bag?
Just, no. You take this, no. You take, I'm going to give you the string. You're going to take the piece of parchment paper, roll it up, put it in the bag. Okay? Put it in the bag. Twist the top of the bag, tie a string around the bag at one end of the string so it hangs down. Okay? Then you're going to take a thumbtack and you're going to have the first plate on the table with Erzuli and what's written on it and the honey poured on top of that. in the plate on top of the table, and you're going to take the pink candle and set it beside the plate on the table. You're going to take the other piece of string and you're going to take a thumbtack and you're going to take the other bag with that on it and you're going to pin it in a thumbtack directly under the table so it hangs down under the table. You see what I'm saying? So you're going to have your plate and all that on the top, then you're going to have a string hanging with the bag tied up at one end with the paper in it, and it's going to be hanging down on the table. Like a balloon, you see, you know, but the bag. And you're going to put it up under there and you're going to light that candle. And whatever on that paper should give you whatever you need. But basically at this particular point in time, it's going to work better for small allotments, not no fucking navigator and all kind of dumb shit. You see what I'm saying? Now, you know, but that's true Erzulie. Now, the next thing you need to do is, for the ritual, is you get you any type of wooden structure in your, like this podium, or this particular thing right here. As long as it's wooden, an end table, anything. You're going to get you a yellow piece of cloth, as long as it's natural fibers, linen, cotton. Even if you can find some wool, but just linen or cotton. As long as it's a natural fibers, no polyester. You're going to drape it over that wooden thing, end table, podium, or whatever. You're going to make an altar out of it. Then you're going to get you a plate. You're going to get you a yellow 7-day candle and a blue 7-day candle. You're going to put the plate on top of the altar. You're going to take something African and put in the plate. You're going to take something Native American and put in the plate. And whatever else you put on your altar is up to you. Whatever the Spirit tells you to put on the altar is up to you. You're going to put that on the plate. On the altar with the yellow thing, yellow blue candle, yellow material draped over that. And you're going to write a list for protection or for cleansing of the house and spiritual part of the house. You're going to write a list or whatever to Thunderdog. Whatever you want. I want my house to be free. I want a nice energy up in here. I want it to be protected spiritually. You're going to write that to Thunderdog. And then you're going to light those candles. Light them for about a week or two, because they're going to run into some money, get 7 days every. But you know, get you enough for like 2 weeks. Then after 2 weeks, you don't have to light it as much. You can just put the candles up there, you know, and you don't have to light it. But every now and then light it, and you won't have no problems with that particular thing as far as that altar. And that should hook up. That should hook up your house. For spiritual bath, get you some limes and some lemons and cut them up. Run you some bath water, cut them up, cut those limes and lemons up, and put them in that bath water. You know, squeeze it out a little bit. Squeeze it like you make a lemonade in the bath water. Then put the, and then also, but put the rinds in there with you, and get in there and take a bath. And before you get out, put your head all the way up under the water. Yeah, all the way up under the water, so it gets your head. Then you get out and go to the shower and wash all that stuff off and shower all that stuff off, and that will literally clean your aura. That will literally clean your aura. So give me some more questions right quick.